When you place a seashell to your head, the whisper that you hear is not the ocean, but blood washing against your eardrums. Don't be disappointed. The sound is more alive than any tide breathing with the moon. It's your heartbeat, reminding you we all hold music within the unseen treble of our bones. Imagine a slave ship and the hush of its cargo hold as it undulates like a nocturne across the Atlantic. Imagine a child, his native tongue cut from his throat and replaced with violin strings that cry at the drop of a conductor's baton, the way his back will someday pound under the percussion of a policeman's baton that orders follow, the stroke as steady as the metronomes that walked us through music lessons most of us were forced to go through, boring and useless because we thought our needs were already met. What must the notes have felt like then, rolling off the eardrums of B.B. King, used to the predictable muted thuds of insults and orders when he first bit into guitar strings, like uncooked steak swinging wet from the jowls of an emaciated wolf, like knives snapping his heartstrings he'd been taught to hold back because when your parents are Mississippi plantation enslaved, you need no private music lessons. The only instrument you need to make music is the need to make music. Lightning hits the river in your veins, coming disturbed and distorted out the amp in your twisted face, saying, let's call this pain the blues. The way the air must have moved at the violence of the first notes of jazz, the crooked sharps and slanted flats rising like rope-broken necks from the keys of Duke Ellington's piano, the same intoxicating smoke inhaled by the masses of stoner youth moshing their way through the 1990s. Generation X so high on Kurt Cobain's angst, what he used to pull the trigger on a shotgun he held to his face, wailing at the adequacy of suburban life, grunge rock screaming for something real to say, music. Sometimes it's the silence, the gap in the rhythm that makes the beat slap, the need between the already have, the missing drum set that makes your hands pound break beats, the air between the prison bars that reminds you of where you can't be. We are all movements, just waiting to be composed. Touch the space between your routine. Does it feel like life, like screaming on a crowded train? Does it remind you how sometimes when the streets are quieter, other people sound like metronomes? Does the false warmth of everyone you don't know asking how you are? Does it make you feel cold like a prison cell floor when you are touched? Do you feel walked on from bed to toilet to breakfast to the rest back to bed? Does it feel like a routine meant to break someone? Are we students chasing a syllabus instead of our need to sing? And when you're loved, does it sound like two bodies coming together? Has your skin become leather from holding on, pulled tight over your bones like the head of a drum? Do you love like a sage drummer banging on the other? Have you ever made music like a prisoner banging on their cold cement floor? We all have bondages worth breaking. Take yours and make it sing.